afternoon, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your second video blog of the day for Thursday, January 7th, 2016, around 4:01 in the afternoon, Billerica, Massachusetts. It was a nice and sunny day out, highs in the 40s. It feels a little like spring and stuff. Tomorrow's going to be damp and raw in the upper 30s and cloudy, but no rain or snowflakes, which is good news. Some news to report, sad news to report in Hollywood. Actor Pat Harrington Jr., famous for his role as Schneider on the TV sitcom One Day at a Time, passed away at the age of 86. Pat was suffering from Alzheimer's disease the past few years, so prayers to his family. And it's also official, Peyton Manning's going to be the starting quarterback for the Denver Broncos in the playoffs. No surprise there. Happy National Bobblehead Day. And it's official. NBC is yanking its affiliation from WHDH TV Channel 7 Boston and putting NBC Boston, which is going to be WNEU Channel 60 in Manchester, New Hampshire. And they also officially announced that Pete Bouchard is going to be the chief meteorologist. That was no surprise. And also former Fox 25 reporter and anchor Joy Lim-Nagri has joined NBC Boston. Still waiting for Maria Stefanos to make it official. That's about it on the news. My second video blog subject of the day is about the former TV game show The Third Degree. The Third Degree was a panel game show, kind of a variation of What's My Line, and a short-lived Goodson-Todman game show back in the 50s make the connection about two people or more having some sort of a relationship, and it was a good panel show. It was hosted by Bert Convy, and it lasted a year in syndication. Bert Convy hosted, and he also co-produced it along with Burt Reynolds, Bert and Bert Productions. The announcer was Bob Hilton. It was distributed by Lorimar Telepictures in association with Warner Brothers Domestic Television Distribution, filmed at CBS Studios in Hollywood, and it lasted from September of 1989 through June of 1990. Here was Third Degree played. Here's the gameplay of Third Degree. There were two or more contestants, and they showed the studio audience what was their relationship, and they had four celebrities that were divided into two ladies and two men, and they would start the questioning and stuff. The two ladies first, they would have a minute to kind of give them the third degree, ask them questions and stuff, and afterwards they would have to guess what the relationship was. If they got it right away, they would win no money. But if they stumped them, they would get $250. And then the two men, celebrities, would have to guess what, give them more questions and give them the third degree. And after that minute, and if they couldn't get it, they would get $500. And then they would go to rapid fire back to the women celebrity panelist, and they would have 30 seconds to guess what, to grow them with more questions to third degree. And they would have to guess what there was a relationship. If they missed it, $750. And then the men had one more final question, the celebrity men, for the people like they would have 30 seconds. If they did not guess what the relationship with, they would stump them, get $2,000 plus a $1,000 bonus. And the Third Degree was awesome in my humble opinion and stuff. And they had some famous contestants on there, like Michael Berger, who was a game show host and a comedian, David Ruprecht, who was an actor who eventually hosted Supermarket Sweep, voices of Charlie Brown, the voices of Tony the Tiger, a couple of dancers on the original American Bandstand, dog, and his owner, the dog, was named mayor of a city. That's unbelievable. And they had others, including a magician who sawed Bert Convy in half and stuff, which was pretty amazing, plus other contestants and stuff like that. Burt Reynolds and his wife Lonnie Anderson were frequent panelists on Third Degree. Burt and Lonnie were married at the time, so they were frequently on the panel and stuff. And Third Degree got kind of decent ratings and stuff. It was on WBZ Channel 4 in Boston when it was on the air. Sadly, this was Bert Convy's last game show. He was set to host the revived version of Match Game in 1990, but he was diagnosed with an inoperable brain tumor and stuff. Originally, Third Degree was going to be hosted by by Peter Marshall, who actually shot a pilot for Third Degree back in late 1988. But Bert Convy decided to host Third Degree himself and stuff, and he did not notify Peter Marshall about that, and Peter Marshall sued Bert Convy for breach of contract, but Peter dropped the case when Bert fell ill and stuff like that. Third Degree has not been seen in reruns ever since its original airing and stuff. It's never been shown on GSN or Buzzer at all, but you never know. It might pop up on Buzzer because they're celebrating 75 years of game shows and stuff. I've seen a few episodes of Third Degree back in the day. It was, pretty good game show and stuff, kind of reviving the panel game show. And that show could have had maybe a 2, 3, 4 year run and stuff because of a variation of like What's My Line and Make the Connection and stuff and that stuff like that. And I'm very surprised that the USA Network did not show these in repeats during the game show block in the 1990s and stuff. And that's about it on the Third Degree. And I'll be back with the third and final video blog of the night, which tonight's personality profile is the late great game show announcer Jay Stewart. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Button guy. Molly Rosenblatt of WCCO Channel 4 rocks and has nice legs. Elizabeth Hatt's so stunning, and she's got nice legs as well. And Amy Swensey's awesome. And Vanessa Welch of Fox 25 is the best. And in the words of D. Patel last week, no bus. Don't forget Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Send me shout-outs or plugs or any suggestions. It will be taken seriously. Bye now. See you tonight.